Here's a truth most people only grasp far too late in life. Toxic individuals don't just appear randomly in your world and stick around by chance. They remain because something in your behavior signals to them that they can stay. They sense openings in your reactions, in your explanations, in your constant availability, and they slip right through those cracks. The worst part is you usually don't notice until you're emotionally drained, wondering why you keep attracting the same exhausting personalities who leave you feeling empty. But here's the real secret. You don't need to fight toxic people, confront them, or justify yourself to them. You simply need to change how you respond just once, and their power begins to crumble on its own. When you make this small shift, and I'm going to show you exactly what it is today, those who drained your energy will suddenly lose interest. Those who genuinely respect you will start treating you better, and the rest will disappear quietly, confused because their usual tactics no longer work. So if you're exhausted from being walked over and manipulated, and you finally want to reclaim your energy, pay close attention. What you're about to learn won't just transform how others treat you, it will change how you see yourself. Let's start with the simplest yet most powerful change. Stop reacting to everything people say. Many believe that immediate reaction shows strength, as if defending yourself instantly demonstrates confidence. In reality, impulsive emotional reactions are one of the clearest signals of weakness. Toxic people don't feed on your words, they feed on your reactions. They're not searching for truth or justice. They're looking for proof that they can control your emotions. The moment your facial expression changes, your voice wavers, or you rush to explain yourself, they've already won because now they know exactly how to get to you. Real strength here isn't silence out of fear, but silence out of control. When someone says something to provoke you, pause. Let 3 seconds of silence pass. In that moment, breathe. Feel your heartbeat slow down. Then respond calmly, without sarcasm or defensiveness, but with neutrality. Say something like, okay, or interesting, or say nothing at all. Keep your tone flat, your posture open, your gaze steady. You'll notice something curious. The other person will feel uncomfortable. They might repeat what they said or push harder to provoke you, but eventually they'll stop. You've just shown them that their words don't control your emotions. And when you stop giving away that power, toxic people lose interest because you're no longer their source of emotional nourishment. Over-explaining is one of the most common forms of self-support. When you constantly justify your choices, you're not clarifying. You're unconsciously asking for permission. Every time you defend a decision, you're communicating insecurity, even if you don't realize it. Strong people make choices and let them stand. They don't rush to justify themselves to those who question them. Think about this. When someone truly confident tells you, "That's the decision I made," do you believe them? No long speech or explanation needed. That brief statement conveys authority. Next time someone asks why you did something, simply respond, "Because that's what I chose." 10 Go silent. The silence after that phrase does all the work. If they insist, repeat it. "That's what I chose." No anger, no irritation, just firmness. This trains your mind to stop seeking approval and teaches others to stop expecting explanations. You'll notice that those who truly respect you won't ask for more. They'll nod and move on. Those who demand lengthy explanations are the ones who want control. When you stop giving it to them, you'll immediately understand who you're dealing with. Every relationship, whether friends, partners, family, or colleagues, operates on an invisible system of consequences. The reason toxic people repeat their behaviors is simple. There are no consequences. You keep showing up the same way, no matter what they do to you. So they learn they can disrespect you without losing anything. If you want people to change how they treat you, you need to introduce consequences. But silently, no need to yell, argue, or proclaim your boundaries like a manifesto. Just change your behavior. When someone is rude, don't give them your time as easily. If they ignore your limits, become less available. If they take you for granted, take a step back. This doesn't mean disappearing or playing games, but letting your distance speak for you. Toxic people feed on your emotional reactions. They don't know how to handle calm, consistent consequences. The key is subtlety. Respond more slowly. Offer less energy. Make your presence something that must be earned. Over time, they'll notice that when they show disrespect, your attention and availability decrease. Eventually, they'll understand that kindness and respect are the only way to stay connected with you. This is how you reprogram people without saying a word, just through silent boundaries and consistent actions. Here's a truth that separates those who are secure from those who are controlled. If you need everyone to like you, you'll always be easy to manipulate. Toxic people sense when you fear rejection. They'll use your need for approval as leverage, making you feel guilty, pushing you to overextend or stay silent just to avoid conflict. But real strength emerges when you stop chasing approval. When you truly accept that some people won't like you, and that's perfectly fine, you become unshakable. Think about all the times you said yes when you wanted to say no. When he smiled even though you were uncomfortable just to seem nice. You traded respect for momentary approval, but approval is fleeting. And those who ask you to shrink yourself to obtain it will never truly respect you. Next time someone doesn't like or approve of you, don't try to fix it. Don't apologize excessively. Don't try to prove your worth. Don't force kindness. Just let it be. Observe the discomfort and then move forward. Because when you stop fearing disapproval, no one can control you emotionally anymore. The paradox is that precisely when you stop wanting to please everyone, you start being genuinely respected. People perceive authenticity and strength far more than fake kindness. The highest level of strength isn't independence as rebellion, but as peace. When you learn to truly enjoy your own company, no one can manipulate you through loneliness anymore. Toxic people thrive on dependency. They need you to need them to feel powerful. The moment you show you're fine alone, their power over you vanishes. The practical steps are simple but powerful. Stop initiating every conversation. Stop chasing attention. Stop keeping relationships alive single-handedly. Let relationships breathe. Watch who actually reaches out to you, who cares enough to meet you halfway, and who disappears the moment you stop doing all the work. That silence is an answer. Fill your time with what brings you joy. Passions, personal growth, .com, self-improvement. Create a life so full that you no longer feel the need to be validated by anyone. People who are only there to receive attention will disappear. Those who genuinely care will remain. You'll understand that peace isn't loneliness. It's power. And when others see you're no longer seeking their approval or presence, their attitude toward you changes completely. You become that person whose energy is stable, centered, rare. That's when you stop chasing and start attracting. Start with just one of these changes. Don't try to do everything at once. Maybe this week, try not reacting. Next week, stop justifying yourself. Each time you adjust one small behavior, the world around you, some will treat you better, others will distance themselves. And that's exactly how it should be. This process isn't about becoming cold or distant. But clear-minded, you're not punishing anyone. You're simply removing the reward from those who treat you poorly. Over time, you'll notice that only people who respect your boundaries, value your energy, and reciprocate your effort will remain in your life. It's not luck, it's alignment. The beautiful thing about this transformation is that it happens naturally. You won't need to announce it or declare it to anyone. The shift occurs internally first, in how you perceive yourself and your worth. Once that foundation solidifies, your external world has no choice but to reflect it back to you. People often ask how long this takes before seeing results. The truth is, it's not about repetition. It's about conviction. One genuine shift in your response pattern, executed with true inner certainty, can send ripples through all your relationships immediately. Think of it this way. For years, you've been broadcasting a certain frequency, one that side you can treat me this way, and I'll still be here. The moment you change that frequency, even slightly, those tuned into the old signal will notice something's different. Some will adjust. Some will test you to see if it's real, and some will simply fade away. This isn't about becoming harsh or building walls around your heart. It's about developing discernment, understanding that your time, energy, and emotional investment are precious resources that deserve to be distributed wisely. When you treat yourself as valuable, others have no choice but to follow suit or remove themselves from your orbit. The people who remain after this recalibration will be those worth keeping. They'll appreciate the real you, respect your boundaries, and contribute positively to your life rather than drain from it. These are the relationships that will sustain and fulfill you. So do it just once. Truly just once. And watch how toxic people start to disappear. And when it happens, you'll understand. They're not the ones who changed. You are. And that changes everything.